other stories now. More labour unions serve notice to embark on an indefinite industrial action. The latest of such is the Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, which says it will embark on a strike across all its 46 colleges of education. The association says this is necessitated by the failure of government to honour the agreed conditions of service for its members since September 2021. Additionally, the failure of government to pay associated arrears and allowances. President of CETAG, Prince Obinghima, says the leadership is in a crunch meeting and believes the group will go ahead with the intended strike even though the National Labour Commission has advised against it.
The National Council of the Association, which is structurally the highest decision-making body of the association, has been in a meeting working out the modalities for the strike action. At this point, Council hasn't finished. We are certainly going to come out with the modalities for the strike action by the close of the day, so that tomorrow it's yours. The way things are going, I wouldn't like to preempt what the decision will be, but from where I sit and where I superintend, it is obvious that the action will come off as stated. The National Labour Commission has sent to us, haven't sent them the intent of strike. They've written to us, and they have stated their position, but in the opinion of Council and also per the advice we have also received from our people, we think the National Labour Commission should rather advise government to do the needful, because we signed MOU, and MOU, the content of the MOU required that both parties respected the terms of the agreement. Government has grossly violated it. So if there is any advice, if there is any sanction, if there is any directive, it should be directed at the party that has violated the terms of the agreement. That's how we see it. Because we think that, that is NLC has given us a letter asking us not to go on the strike because they are inviting both parties. But we think that we think that we've not been treated fairly. We think that we've not been treated fairly. If we signed MOU on the September 24th, and then the Ministry of Finance give approval for the payment, controller, to go ahead to pay, we don't see why up to this time that we are talking, it should not be paid. So if there is anything at all, we believe strongly that the NLC should rather direct the government to, do the needful.
Leadership of the students says the decision of the teachers will greatly affect them. They are therefore calling on governments to honour its pledge contained in the MOU signed in September last year. The National President of the Teacher Trainee Association of Ghana, Abdul Manan Dimbi, joins over Zoom. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon to you, all your listeners.
All right, now tell us, how will this affect the students and the activities of the students?
Yes, thank you very much, and I would say a good afternoon to all teacher trainees across the public colleges of education. Yes, colleges of education went on break in August 2021, and after they went on break, there were plans to ensure that the double track system as well as the e-learning system was properly dealt with. As a result of that, the new academic calendar was drawn for 2022, where instead of students having the 4 months of one semester in an academic year, it has increased to 8 months due to double track system and also infrastructure deficits in the colleges of education. So if this strike action actually comes up tomorrow, as I've just heard from the CETAG president, it means that it is going to greatly affect the academic calendar. The days are either going to be increased or there's going to be pressure in the colleges of education because students will be forced to do extra work in the colleges of education. This is not the first time such a thing is happening. In 2018, when the BS system was introduced, the first batch that went into the colleges of education were in the college close to 4 months without tuition. They were just eating and sleeping. And at the end of the day, what happened? It affected the academic calendar. And at the end of the day, we did not have a calendar that moved to the mainstream university. And we are still trying to adjust that. So this is going to greatly affect academic work in the colleges of education.
All right, so now what's the way forward?
Yes. You see, when it came to the issue of UTAG, that's the University Teachers Association of Ghana, we noticed that government or the president of Ghana stepped in to solve that issue for the university teachers, for the work to continue going on in the universities. Same thing should be done for the colleges of education because the tutors are making a very strong point. Once you sign an MOU, it means that both parties have come to an agreement, and the MOU tends to bind both parties. And as it stands now, after the signing of the MOU, nothing has been done on the part of the government. So we've noticed that the tutors are really aggrieved. So we would want the government to step in like they stepped into the case of UTAG, solve this issue for us. Or else, at the end of the day, this is going to greatly affect our academic calendar, and it is going to increase the number of years we are supposed to spend on campus. So our word across would be that we as student leadership, or we as students, would want that the government should honor the agreement between them and then the tutors. And we would also want to plead with our tutors. We understand the challenges that are going on. At least they should consider we, the students, since we are always with them in the colleges, whilst negotiations are still ongoing. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for that, sir. And we'll be coming to you later in other bulletins for updates on that. Let's move on to other stories where more labor unions serve notice to embark on an indefinite industrial action. And that is one story we just did. You're still watching Joy News today with me, Mapita Sibidi. We're taking a quick breather. We'll be back with more.